You guys are one or two plays away from being 5-1. Does that help kind of keep guys at a certain level in practice of, hey, you guys are this close to it?
I don't think there's any way to make a loss feel better. It doesn't matter if you lose by 100 or if you're one play away. It hurts. Obviously there was a lot of plays that would have changed that last game, but we need to take care of our business and keep working and getting better, and then hopefully we won't be in this situation.
From an offensive coordinator's perspective, how do you guys improve the passing game?
Well, it starts with me. We got to have a little more consistent play at quarterback. I think both Jeff and Taylor have done some really good things in the last 2 weeks, and I have a real positive feeling about both of them and continuing to improve and going forward. But we need consistency at that position. We've played 3 people over the course of the year, and I don't care if you have exceptional players. It's hard to have people in and out of the games like that. So, unfortunately, we had an injury there, and it's been a rotation there since the beginning of the year. And if we get a little more standard at that position, a little more consistent at that position, I think it's going to help us a lot.
By being a little bit more standard consistent, do you mean that you think you're going to go with one guy against Washington?
We'll see. Like I said, that's been moving every week, and we haven't known going into weeks, which has hurt us from a rep standpoint, getting ready for the game. It's hurt us from a consistency standpoint on the field. Sooner or later, I think that'll decide itself, and we'll be able to get back to doing things a little closer to how we usually do.
Scott, the Washington defense lost 4 guys, I think, to the first round of the NFL, and yet statistically they've gotten better on the defensive side of the ball. What have you seen out of this group so they've improved?
I think they're exceptionally well coached on defense. They're sound. You can tell on field they really know what they're doing. They play with great technique. Jimmy Lake, their defensive backs coach, is a good friend of mine going back to Tampa days with Raheem Morris. Mike Tomlin, he knows what he's doing. He gets those guys playing well. But they're never out of position, and they play hard. And that's really a lot of defense.
You see from a guy like Buda being there, especially, obviously the ankle is limited in this year, but he's kind of held that secondary together in many ways. What do you like about him, or don't like seeing from him?
Well, Buda's a good player, but he's not the only one back there. I think the other safety, 35, is active and a good player. I'm really impressed with the way their corners have played. So, like I said, I think they're getting coached really well, and they play the ball. They know where the ball is all the time. They're very ball aware, and consequently they're ball disruptive. They attack pass routes, and they made a lot of plays.
What side of the ball was Charles practicing on?
Charles will keep practicing on both.
Is there an update at all for Carrington's availability this year?
I don't know anything yet about who we're going to have and who we're not going to have. Just the sooner we can get back to full strength at some key spots, I think it's going to help our team just enough to help us get over the hump.
Already 6 games in, would you guys maybe try playing Vernon even if he's not 100%? Because that could potentially be a better option for you?
Well, we've been down that road. In the Utah game in particular, Vernon just couldn't throw it downfield, and we tried to go with him and have him gut it out like he did in the Michigan State game, and we were doing a disservice to the team and to Vernon at that point to have him out there in that condition. So the minute he's up and ready to go, we'll have him back out there.
Coach, Jimmy has said that you guys talk pretty often throughout the season, weekly in some ways.
Radcliffe?
Jimmy Lake.
Oh, Jimmy Lake.
Do those conversations stop this week? Is it 10 or 10?
No, it hasn't stopped. It wouldn't stop just because of this game. When you have friends in the coaching business, they're friends no matter whether you're playing them or not. And wins come and losses happen, and friendships and things that are more important remain. So Jimmy will always be a friend of mine. But I haven't talked to him in a little bit. That's just a coincidence.
Coach, the last 2 games, tight ends, Wayne Stanford, Devin Allen, total 3 catches. What's going to be the key to get those guys more involved? The pass protection, or what is it?
I think it's a lot of things. I think it starts with some things at the quarterback position that we can clean up, and having some consistency at that position. Like I said, we've played 3 guys, and those guys are splitting reps, and we haven't had one guy that can take all the reps in practice and be healthy and go out there and take charge of it. We've had some guys open and haven't found them, whether that's not seeing them or some breakdowns in protection. But I think that'll continue to get better, especially as we get a little more consistency with the quarterback.
Thank you.